channel. Today we will be creating mermaid inspired numbers. So this is pretty simple. This first part is quick. We're just going to cut a mermaid tail. In design space, we click on images. We type in what we're looking for. I've been having issues. My machine not connecting. Let's see if it works. We click on the image we're going to work with. Click on insert images. Once on the canvas, we unlock, size it, which is a 2x4. It all depends what you're using it for. I'm using it on 6-inch numbers. Once here, if you look on your right hand side, you see it says cut. Why? Because I'm going to load a gold glittered cardstock onto the machine. Machine will cut the same image on that gold cardstock. We go ahead and click on make it, continue. You connect the machine that you'll be using. It's not going to connect. I've been having issues. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and explain the next steps because I've been trying to do this and it's not going to work. So once it connects your machine, you're going to set your material. I'm using gold glittered heavy cardstock. So I just put it on poster board instead of the cardstock. It doesn't have a heavy, if I put on an 80-pound cardstock, it will not cut through. So I'll just go ahead and set it up to poster board. Remember, poster board if you're using glittered cardstock. If it's not glittered cardstock, you go accordingly. If it's a 60-pound cardstock, well then you set it to 60-pound. But when it's glittered cardstock, I always turn it around, glitter upside down on an old mat, not on a new mat, because it will stick to your new mat and it will ruin it. On an old mat, I put it upside down, I add tape, painter's tape all around, and I'll cut. Once you do that, you load your mat to your machine, and then you go ahead and press the flash and go button. Once that's done, I'll see you back at the table so we can go ahead and start decorating our numbers. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, now that we have our mermaid tail cut out, let's go ahead and start. We need powder blue acrylic paint. We need the net, starfish. We need a few, well not a few, of these pearl round stickers. Oh, it came out. These. We need some shells. Pearls, flowers, which you can choose whichever color you prefer. We need Mod Podge, gold glitter, the 3x5 base. I'm using 3 of them. 12-inch dowel rod, and 3 of the number 5. I already had made these. I'm going to show you how I make these. Since these are not standalone numbers, I just add a peg right here. Then I'll drill the hole. There's 2 holes because I drilled it on the wrong side. But basically, it's just to put the number in. It goes in the back. What? Okay, there you go. Just to put the number, to stand the number. So let's just set that aside. And I have the other one here. That goes in here. Okay. Now to achieve that, what I do is first I'll take my drill. The bit is the same size as the dowel rod, 3/16. I drill the hole on the base. Then with that same bit, I'll just go ahead and drill the hole right here on the bottom of the number. Hold it and drill. Once you do that, set it aside. Take your dowel rod and you will cut a piece of it so you can glue it in. Now I take these clippers and I'll just go ahead and clip a little bit, a small piece. Now to glue it in, I used to use the Gorilla Glue, the wood glue, but even though putting a little dab, it'll spread all out and it gets really ugly. So now what I did was I found nail glue, and this works much better. I tried the E6000. It takes, when it's wood, it takes forever to dry. So I'll just put a generous amount of this nail glue, which to me works great. And then I'll just dip it in, just like that, and I'll wait for it to get dried. So let's just set that aside so it can dry. Set this number aside so it can dry. And let's go ahead and start. Let me fix, because this one, okay, that goes there. We're going to start painting the bottom part of the bases. So that's what I'm going to start doing first. Painting the bottom part of all the bases. Just the bottom part, set them aside, and I'll be right back. And it's just the bottom part because the top will be glittered. Now, I already painted the bases. Now what I'm going to do is, while that dries, I'm just going to paint these two numbers. Okay, I'm done painting both sides, 2 coats of the base and the numbers. They're just on, I set them aside to dry. They already dried. Now, what I'm going to do is apply Mod Podge on here, and then I'm going to glitter the bases and set them aside to dry. And that's about it. And then I'll be back to start decorating the numbers. This is pretty straightforward, pretty easy in painting and applying glue, you know, Mod Podge and the glitter. You can do a thin coat, heavy coat, whichever you prefer, however, you know, you want it to look. Sometimes I'll just do a thin coat. And remember, even though your little holes are going to get covered, you can just go ahead, either you put a, you have the option, go ahead and break one of these. You have the option, if you don't want it covered, it already covered with glue. I don't want to put completely because it's already covered with glue. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like right there. And so you'll know what hole. Well, if you don't do like 2 holes like me, you don't need to put the stick to remind you which one. So, okay, thin coat. And what I'm going to do is cover this one completely with glue. Just like that. That second hole. And just apply the glue. The glitter. And we are good to go. I put a whole bunch of glitter. I'm only going to do 1 coat of glitter. I missed a spot here. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it with the Mod Podge. Okay, there you go. And then what I do is I'll just take this out because I had glue in there. I don't want it to dry. And just set it aside. Okay, I'm going to finish these 2 and I'll be right back using the same technique. Set them aside. Okay, I'm done with the glitter. I'm just going to go ahead and put this away. And then I'm going to take these bases to my other area. Because at that area, like I said, I have a big fan. And that fan blows out heat or cool. And then I'll just go ahead and spray them with the Mod Podge adhesive. That way the glitter won't be all over the place. But before I spray them, I wait like about maybe 10-15 minutes. Before I spray them, I go ahead and take a dry brush and brush all that glitter off. And then I'll apply the spray. I want to put these together. Okay, for the first one, I'm going to apply the tail. So the tail, I'm thinking something like this, and then the flowers going down like this. But I'm going to put this one first, the purple one. Like that, something like that. I'm gonna do that one first. Because if I do it like this, maybe like this, yeah. I like that one better. Let me get my, I'm always forgetting that I need to use my hot glue, and it's always charging. It eats up the charge pretty fast. Let me clean this side up a little bit. My trash can, I always move my trash can, and I can never find it. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it sideways, apply the glue in the middle, and apply glue on this side. Right here and right here. Apply the glue. And there we go, something like this. Let me get a glue stick. I'm sorry, guys. Get a glue stick. Okay, let's apply the purple, just a generous amount of hot glue. Remember, since it's wood and it's painted, it's gonna get, like, eat up the glue. You press it down, and then let's take the blue one. Generous amount of that glue, and go ahead and press it. Now let's get the white one on. These come out really cute. I never done with numbers. I have never made these with numbers. I have made them, you know, a name, but never with numbers. So I was asked if I can do with the numbers. I didn't ask where they're going to place the numbers. I'm guessing like maybe on the cake table or tree table. But I've never done it with the numbers. They're coming out pretty cute. And then it'll go on the base. The base is still wet, but I just want to show you guys how it will look. Okay, there you go. Put this forward. The tail goes forward. Okay, there you go. It looks pretty. I'm just going to go ahead and take it out because look, it still has glue. Set that aside. Let's get the other one. So the next one will be with a starfish. And I'm going to place the starfish here in the middle, but I want to paint the starfish gold. You know what? I'm not even going to paint it gold. I was going to add glitter to it, but I'll paint it gold. I said I wasn't going to paint it gold, but I am. I forgot all about the starfish that I needed to paint it. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab real quick the gold. This is really bad. Okay, I'm just going to grab, I don't even need this. Real quick, the gold. Just maybe the top. The top part can just go gold. it'll do gold. It'll be fine. Just with the gold. It dries up pretty fast. This paint dries up pretty fast. Just going to go ahead and apply the glue right in the middle. Then I'm going to apply it to the number and just let it dry completely. Press it down. Be careful, it can break because this is not plastic. It's that plaster material, so it will crack. Just be careful applying the glue and pressing it down. But it's a good to go. Set it aside. I got paint all over my fingers. Let me see. Yep, it's, oh wow. It's already dry. Okay. I would have put a little bit of glue on the side. Okay. Now let's take the next one. And this one will be with a piece of net. Now this is going to be tricky because the other one I had, the net was on a letter and it was really easy. This one I'm going to have to cover half of the number. Okay. Just going to go ahead and do it like this. Then what you do is cut the excess. Cut that part. Okay. Let's see what we're going to use. Now this one, I want to put, I can put this one here so I can hide that part. So we're going to put the glue all around the shell. Edge of the shell, and just place it right there. See, you'll cover that part that I just clipped off. I just cover it like that and just go around, cover it with the shells, and we'll be right back. I want to add a small one, maybe here, but I don't want to overdo it. What I'm going to do is maybe add that small one right there in the middle. Add that small one. Clean up the excess glue. Okay, maybe I can add a small one up here. Let's see if I can get a smaller one, a different one. Yeah, that'll look nice. Oh, this is hot. That is hot. Okay, we have that. See, because you want it to be able for people to see that it's a number 5. You don't want to block the vision of the number 5. In camera, maybe you won't, it looks like a 3 maybe or a 2, but in person, like in front of you, yes, I can see it's a 5. And this one goes with pearls, but I'm not sure if I wanted to add the pearls on this one because it's too much. I was thinking maybe adding the pearls to this one. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to add the pearls to the other one. So then we have these white pearls. It has a flat back. And these it already has tape in the back. But even though it has that little tape in the back, I'm just going to go ahead and use the nail glue instead of the hot glue. Because using the hot glue, when I press it down, it will go all over the place. So just a dab of the nail glue. And my handy dandy tool, if I... Okay. And I'll put it right there. See, no excess glue on the side, and it will hold pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and add the pearls right here in the inserts, and that'll be it. Okay, there you go. I think I'm going to add another one right here in this corner. I love how this is coming out. My handy dandy tool to pick up small things. Okay. And I'm going to put another one right here in between. Just trying to fill in all the spaces. Remember, guys, you can use these white little pearls, or you can do purple. But I like how the white looks really nice with the white. Press this one down a bit and clean it up. Okay, we are ready. Now with this one, either I do it on this one, just on the top, going around. Okay guys, I'm done. I ended up adding the pearls to this one because if I would have done it on this one, it would have been like too much. And you won't be able to see that it's a number 5. So we're done. I'm just going to post a picture, a better picture, at the end of this tutorial. Again, everyone, please have a blessed day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And as usual, happy crafting.